Well, that's a perfect one for me to answer. When we as clinicians get to you, we will do a full assessment on you and we will give you the options. So it may be that we'll say, yes, you do need to go to hospital, a minor injuries unit. Could you make your own way up there? It may be that we phone a GP for you, or it may be that we divert you to some other service in the community that's suitable. No, you don't have to go to hospital. If, however, we advise that you should go to hospital for a medical condition or a problem, and you don't wish to go or wish to decline, we can document that on our paperwork, and you just sign to confirm that that's true, and then we don't take you anywhere. So you're never forced to go to hospital.
I think it is kind of important to add though, obviously our ambulances are for life-threatening emergencies. We're not an alternative to hospital. I've had patients ring in before and say, well, she definitely needs to be checked over, she needs to be seen by somebody, but the hospital's 45 minutes away and I just don't really want to drive, so you need a crew to come to me. That is absolutely not what we're here for.
No.
And by doing that, you can actually put somebody else's life at risk, because that's a crew that then obviously can't go to somebody who does need it. So if you are physically able to get to a hospital, whether that be with yourself, with a neighbour, in a taxi, on a bus, you should be doing that. We're not a backup service, we are a priority, life-threatening, emergency needs only service.
Yeah. And I think if you are calling and you say, oh, I don't really want to go to hospital, I just want a paramedic, then I suppose the situation is you're just thinking, if you don't need to go to hospital, then you probably shouldn't be calling 999, unless it's, if no ambulance existed. I think the criteria for should I call 999 is if there were no such thing as an ambulance, would I be rushing this person to hospital any way I could? Would I be willing to pay for a taxi? Would I be willing to ask my neighbour to look after my kids so I can get there? Or something like that. If you're not willing to rush them to hospital, it's probably not the right time to be calling 999. So we do understand a reluctance to go to hospital sometimes, but if you need an ambulance, it probably suggests that you need to go to hospital. And if you don't need to go into hospital, probably not the right time to be calling 999.